So, you know how I like to experiment, and you know how I like to grow plants and so forth. So I had a member of our community give us this Aerogarden. And so it's growing plants hydroponically. And I know we tried a little bit in the greenhouse, but I wanted to just take it a step further. And I've never used one of these. So this is going to be new for me too, and I want to for the next 3 weeks to see how it works. And you can join me in this journey of looking at these plants and seeing how they're growing. So first, we had to get everything prepped. So I had to write on the labels as to what we're going to do. And we're going to use chocolate cherry tomatoes. And we're going to try sweet banana peppers. And you put these into, like I said, this is my first time too. So you put these into the holes here on the sides. Oh, look at, I've already forgot stuff. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to set these to the side of them because I don't have an iron to iron on the labels. So we've got the pods in there, and now we have these little soil pieces, and we've got to put the seeds in them. So I'm going to put 2 or 3, I'm going to put 3 seeds per each one, and this goes back here. This will be my pepper section, will be in the back, and then my cherries in the front. So let me just switch those labels there. So again, I'm going to put in 2 or 3 seeds into these, and this kind of just squishy, spongy substance that will, once it hits water, enlarge. Next, I'm going to do the tomatoes. And again, 2 or 3 seeds, and we'll weed out when we need to. And 2 or 3 seeds in this one. And we're going to set it down in these holders. Okay, next, as requested, or suggested, is you put these little tops on because you're making it a miniature greenhouse with adding these little tops. So we're putting these tops on here to add to it. Next, we're going to open this up, and I've got my water, and it's suggested to use tap water is fine, no soft water. And what I've done is I've took the chlorine out of our water, because you know how we've talked about that in the past, is that we've had those issues with chlorine. So take the chlorine out of our school water, and I'm just filling it up. I have a bucket here. I'll scoop some more into to try to get that filled up. And as you can see, I'm having some difficulty with the pouring, but that's okay. This is why we're going to experiment and do this together and see how this finished product is going to look. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more water in there because we want to make sure, like for example, this little guy didn't go in all the way. So we want to make sure he's down and in the water. And we just need a little bit more. Okay, and now we're at the fill to here level, and that's where we want to be. I'm going to close the lid back up. Just came back from turning on and plugging it in, and the lights will help give that sense of the sun. Again, the lids help capture that warm, hot air to make it like it's a greenhouse. And then we have this on the lowest level possible. Okay, and then as it grows, we can actually lift this light higher and higher. So if you come closer, it says right here to select where we're at, and we're doing the tomatoes and peppers. So that's already been selected. I'm keeping the lights on, and if you can look a little bit closer in here, you can see that that system actually, right there, you can see that the system actually circulates that water in there to make sure it gets to the plant roots. A little bit later on, we're going to be using some plant food, but for right now, we just want these seeds to germinate. Okay, guys, well, we're going to see how this goes. It's the first time I've ever done it, so you guys are going to go with the journey. We're going to go to this journey together. So we'll see you by next week. Maybe we have some plants.